So for these, we're going to have a look at how you solve an equation where the unknown, or the x in this case, appears on more than one side, and also how to solve equations that contain brackets. So if we start with question 17, I've got 6x minus 2 is equal to 5x. So as I'm saying, the x appears on the left-hand side of the equals and on the right-hand side of the equals. So you always want to get rid of the smallest number of x's first. 5x is smaller than 6x, and that is what I'm going to get rid of or subtract from both sides. So 6x take away 5x leaves me with this 1x, better known as just x, and I'm going to keep the negative 2. Try and keep your equal sign lined up so it's easier to see what's happening, and 5x take away 5x gives me 0. So the aim of solving is to get the x by itself. So I now want to do the inverse of negative 2, which is to add 2 to both sides. So again, keep my equals lined up. X minus 2 add 2 leaves me with just x, and 0 add 2 gives me 2. So x equals 2 is your answer. We have a look then at question 18. So I've now got a question involving a set of brackets. So 5 lots of 4x plus 5 is equal to 15. Now there are two ways of solving this one. You can divide everything through by 5, providing the other side, so the right-hand side here, is actually in the 5 times table or a multiple of 5. If it's not, then that method makes it very complicated. But what you can do is expand your brackets, and this method will work every time. So I'm going to do 5 times 4x gives me 20x, and 5 times 5 gives me 25, and then I have an answer of 15. And again, my aim is to keep the x on its own, so I want to get rid of, the add 25, which means doing the inverse, so subtract 25 from both sides. So that now leaves me with 20x equals, and 15 take 25 is negative 10. At the moment, I've got 20 times x, so I want to get the x on its own, which means to divide by 20. And then I can work out this bit over here, so negative 10 divided by 20, which you can write as a fraction, so negative 10 over 20. The negative goes in front of the whole fraction, and then you can simplify that down. So 10 goes into both 10 and 20, so it's negative a half, or you can leave it as a decimal, negative 0.5.